Okay, I am going to make this video now because I feel that a lot of people, uh, or people of future generations, will definitely need to hear this. Even generations now, probably more than ever. While I was pondering on this rune, just thinking about it, and protection and whatnot, and what that signifies in all its glory, uh, I was just sitting here thinking, man, that like protection is good and all, but look at it from my point of view, right? A shield, or let's just say a wall, like a fortress wall, will only last so long. You know what I mean? It will protect people from dangers, yes, but once that door is open or broken open, by invaders, for example, you're going to have to fight. There just isn't no way around it. And I think that a lot of people skip this wisdom about this rune. Is you see the person, or it looks like a person with their hands out, right? Or their hands sticking up. Well, what I see from this is embrace. Sometimes you gotta embrace the ugly. This is really important for generations to hear. Acting innocent or being innocent all the time isn't going to get you nowhere in life. I hate to be the harsh one, but it's true. Sometimes, like, you can have a million barriers. Eventually, something's going to find their way through all of them. Doesn't matter, like, what type of barriers there are, if it's spiritual, actual, or just like something that you created, for example, whether it be reality, spirituality, whatever it may be. Shields and walls won't last forever. So like, I don't want to be too hard on people, but society can only protect so many people. You know what I mean? Like, behind closed doors, for example, you never know what's going on. You just never know. And thinking that they're always going to be protected, because that the gods will always protect them, is just such nonsense. Because you got to protect yourself. You got to embrace the ugly part of life. You can't just expect the gods to protect everyone, and you just can't expect to never fight, to never teach people how to defend themselves with whatever circumstance it may be. People always find a way in. People like through anger, whether it be through anger, some kind of abuse or something, or like just physical violence, whatever it may be. People always find their way to mess with people, to take down all their barriers and get them, when they're vulnerable and stuff like that. That's why, instead of this nonsense ideas that the gods will always protect us, and the gods are our protectors, they have to protect us, for example. Just because you believe in them doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean the gods are always going to be there for your kids, or it doesn't mean that they're going to be there always for you. You got to embrace life, but you got to learn. The gods they're not going to teach you everything. I'm just I don't want to say too much, but yeah, just a lot of people, they play the innocent, or they or they teach their kids to be all, like innocent, and then when the time comes for them to defend themselves, they don't know what to do. They ball up and they just take whatever life has given them, and that's just sickening to me. It truly is sickening, and for the people that sorry, people talking in the background, yelling. I don't know why, but anyways, yeah, it's just ridiculous, man, that people just, like, they never teach their young ones, or just really people in general, don't teach anyone anything about, self-defense and the implications that could have. Like, yeah, the gods are going to be there for you. They could, they're going to protect you, but not always. And just because you have something, like let's say a weapon or something, doesn't matter. Things always fail. Things can always fall apart. Doesn't matter. You could have Superman, for example, on your side. It doesn't matter. He's not always going to be there for you. Yeah, just keep that in mind, because a lot of people, they don't realize that. I'm thinking of what else here. Let me relax my back for a minute. But, I don't know, that's just a message for somebody out there that wants to heed my warnings. Because at the end of the day, you can surround somebody with tanks, armor, all, like, with every plan in place and protection, things can fall apart. So just keep that in mind. If you don't teach someone self-defense, or teach them about life, when things happen, they ain't going to know what to do. They're going to surrender. They're going to be cowards. They're going to be ignorant. Not trying to be too harsh here, but there's a lot of people that honestly lose a lot of things because no one teaches them, No one teaches them that, things can go haywire. Just because you have, like, a security system in place or whatever it may be, doesn't mean that shit isn't going to fail. It could fall apart at any given time. So what I'm talking about in the embracement part is you got to embrace that sometimes life is going to be cruel, harsh. But just recognize that with the knowledge and preparations, well, I wouldn't say preparations because even that can fail you. But, that's kind of the point of the video. But with the knowledge, you can help protect someone. So teach them to defend themselves. Like, for example, if something happens, they'll know about it and they'll know kind of what to do. Some things can't be avoided, like, thanks to society, some things can't be avoided. And it's ideas like this that, if I send over, if I send my child to one of these, like, quote-unquote places that will help them, for example, nothing bad could happen to them. Possibly not, Nothing terrible could happen, right? People can play games. People can say, I'm going to help you. Or I'm going to help them. They could have ulterior motives. You never know. Ooh. So just keep that in mind. And teach your children or whoever it may be this lesson, and that, not everything's black and white. Alright. Getting a little bit too tense. I know that. But getting a little bit angry. But just keep that in mind. Feels like my throat's about to give out. Shit. Yeah, that's probably my message for today. But I probably will pick up this later again too, because there's just so much to be said about it, The more I think about it, the more things I have to say. It's just enraging that people think that nothing can possibly happen, just because they're authority members or they're people that quote unquote will help somebody or whatever. Doesn't mean shit. People can lie. People can be backstabbers. People can be worse than that. At the end of the day. So just keep that in mind. I guess I'm gonna end the video off on that. Please have a good day and heed these words seriously. But that'll be all for now. I'll see you guys on the next one.